can I get this to 11? If I change my copywriting a bit, can I get this to 11? I make it 11, right? Look at the cash right now, 105,000 for the month, 1% increase, boom. 1% is equal to almost $11,000 in change. Gentlemen, this is our in-house built Compass Theory doc. That's what we call it, because it shows you how much money you can make in theory. It tells you exactly how much you can make in theory. And this is essentially a showcase video. We actually have a guy who makes these Excel sheets because it's such a good way to track metrics. It's such a good way to actually know what goals you have, for how many messages you have to send out or how many VAs you can hire. Essentially, the leverage you can get out of the people you're hiring. Just tracking metrics is such a life hack, right? That so many business owners just underestimate to like the nth degree. Like nobody really values it as much as it should be valued. So we have a guy in-house. He builds this for our clients. If you don't know, we help unproductive entrepreneurs, set out their goals no matter what stage they're at. If they're starting out, we work with a lot of people that already have established businesses, and we just put them on a straight roadmap to success, and we help them 5x their productivity and achieve business goals in half the time. This is something we developed in-house, and we have a guy who builds these on demand for our clients. But anyways, this is for free. So if you're already a client, then you have other resources. But if you're watching this and you're not a client, then this is for you for free, right? So essentially, this is a DM outreach calculator. This is cold outreach. Again, it's one-on-one cold outreach. You will need to scale for this, right? If you want it to be sustainable in the future, but you can hire VAs, right? We call them people to not dehumanize them too much, trying to be a little socially appropriate. But let's say you have, okay, so first things first, let's go over the key. The key essentially shows you what is an input, what you can manually change, and what is automatically outputted. So if it's blue, it's manual. If it's yellow, it's automatic, right? So as you can see, all of the blue stuff I can change, right? All this blue stuff I can change. All the yellow stuff I cannot change. It's automatic, right? So now first things first step that you need to take when you open this doc is you have to set your prices. If you charge different prices for your payment plan and you charge a different price for what you charge upfront, then you should add that here. We have that capacity, right? If you charge, let's say 11,000 for a payment plan and 8,000 upfront, you can also enter the percentage of people that take your payment plan. Let's say if it's 60, a lot of you might not have metrics. We actually have another doc right here where you can actually, it's basically a CRM. You can add all these numbers in and it actually shows you like what you're actually at, and you can compare it to the theory. So this is the theory doc. This is the practice doc, and we'll attach a link down below for both of them in the description, as mentioned before. And essentially, a point is you basically put in what percentage of people take your payment plan, right? Then you have, of course, upfront price, everything's entered. So it tells you how much cash you collect, but this is just the first step, right? You enter your price, you enter the percentage of people. If you only have one price, then just enter both of them as the same, or just enter one of them and do 100%. 100% take the payment plan. Or if you're a client, you can ask our in-house manager, just DM DM your coach, and essentially they'll message an in-house manager and they'll have this edited for you, right? As for the second step is essentially setting all of these, right? If you already have metrics, you can add them in. How many people respond to you? How many people give you a positive response? How many people book a call? How many people show? How many people close for 7 days? This is something that we added in for a particular client. This is very popular in SaaS agencies. Our client in particular builds landing pages for SaaS companies. And what he basically does is he actually closes people on a 7-day trial, and he charges for the 7-day trial, or he takes a deposit, and then he closes them for 12 weeks, right? So that's just one example, but you can actually just add anything in here if you're a client. If you're not a client, Google Sheets, you can edit this easily, right? So If you have metrics, enter them in. If you don't have metrics, again, use this one, get metrics. Or what I recommend is add or enter values that you believe would be unreasonably low. Conservative estimates. Let's say how many people respond to me. Let's say if I only get 10% of people to respond, right? How many people give me a positive response? Only, I would say 45, because if they responded, it's probably going to be likely that they showed a positive response. How many people booked a call? I don't know. 30 is fine, actually. How many people showed? 85%. Let's make that even lower, because that's actually our number. I don't show you our doc because it would reveal very very private financials, but your show rate will be, let's say, 50%, right? You keep getting ghosted. You close for 7 days, right? You closing for 7 days, or the people that you close for 7 days, is 40%. The people that actually convert into 12 weeks is 40%. Now let's do 30%. And then, or sorry, the people that win, or the people that see good results, let's say that's 80%. Let's assume you're actually decent at what you're selling, decent at what you do. And for the people that close, I think 10% is an unreasonably low amount out of these people. So you see that if you send 40,000 messages, let's make that 4,000, so it's more palatable. You'll see you're likely not even to close one person. So it really shows you the power of volume. Sometimes you just need to send out stuff in volume, right? So let's make this, like, I'd say 9,000 would give us around 2. Yeah. So right here would show you the estimated cash that you collect, right? So if you want to get to 10 grand a month, right, you essentially, on a very conservative estimate, need to send out 5,000 messages, right? And it'll even tell you how many messages per day, right? So this is 5,000, right? How many messages per day do you need to send? 166, because this is monthly, right? This is for the month. How many people do you have on your team? Let's say it's you and your business partner, right? Then it's 83 or 84. If you have like 4 VAs, then 4, and then it tells you exactly what you need to do. The post is also the same. You have post positive response ratio. You can replace this with views. Again, it follows the same concept, but let me show you the cool thing. I'll actually have my editor place this as the hook, right? So editor, if you're listening, this should be the hook. But let me show you the cool thing about tracking metrics, right? Right here, it shows that if I send out, actually, let me make it 50,000. So let me show you the cool thing about recording metrics is that right now it shows that I'm at $105,000 a month, right? If I say that, okay, my response rate is only at 10%, can I get this to 11? If I change my copywriting a bit, can I get this to 11? I make it 11, right? Look at the cash right now, 105,000 for the month, 1% increase, boom. 1% is equal to almost $11,000 in change, right? Let's say I can get more people to respond. Let's say I have a more confusing tone or something, whatever the hell Jeremy Miner or all these sales gurus teach, right? I can get my response rate up to 15%. Look, we're at 116 now, right? Sorry, we're at 116 now, right? Let's make it 15, right? Look at the difference. That is the amount of money you'll make. You can do this with every single, let's say your show rate's only 50%, right? Can we make it 60? Can we? If we actually implement a better follow-up system, if we do XYZ, let's see what would happen if we worked on this number, right? 158 to 190. That is almost $32,000 based on 10% increase. When you track metrics, you have all the power over your business. If you're not tracking metrics, you basically, you set yourself up for failure, right? Because you don't know where there's a deficiency. You can easily use this. You can use the twin doc that comes with it to actually track your metrics. Again, you have VA1, VA2. You can add ones manually. You can add them automatically if you're a client again. But CRMs, it has the CRMs. You enter these in. These are just examples. Facebook DMs, Facebook posts, school DMs, school posts. All of these things, once you enter them in, you can actually track your metrics and you'll see, wow, this percentage is too low. This percentage is very high. Okay, can we make it higher? You can focus on the parts of your business that actually need help. They will cry out to you, right? They'll be like, no, please, your close rate is only 10%. Let's say I can get it up to 11, right? Again, I can get it up to 11. We're at 190K. 209K. That's $20,000 based on 1%. That, ladies and gentlemen, really signifies and quantifies for you the power of metrics. Anyways, again, as I mentioned before, if you want this couple for absolutely free, right here, the Compass Practice Doc, because again, it's kind of like communism. Sometimes it works in theory, but not in practice. So you have the practice doc and you have the theory doc, right, to enter your numbers in and to actually get the calculations. If you want it for absolutely free, it's going to be down in the description. It's going to be the first link, and that link's going to take you to this calculator directly, and you can use it for free. And just please make sure to give us feedback in the comments or something if you like, if it actually benefits you. And yeah, that's basically it.